Hey everybody, this is Jeff, and in this training, I'm going to walk you through using Facebook's upgraded tracking pixel for your websites. The nice thing about this new upgrade is they're only going to give you one pixel that can be used across the multitude of different websites for your tracking. And to set it up is fairly easy. Just make sure you go into your Ads Manager, and it might look different than what you see here since I'm using Business Manager. But you'll look for your Tools menu, select Pixels, and then go through the steps that Facebook gives to you to create your pixel. It's very straightforward. If you've already created one, underneath the Actions tab here, you can just select View Pixel Code and copy and paste this. This will go in between the header section for your entire website, so it tracks all your pages, and it can be used on multiple websites as well. If you don't know how to do that, reach out to your web admin, or if you're a pro user, we can help you. You also get access to Goodwill Pages, and we will be able to help install that for you. So that's step one. Make sure you get your site-wide tracking pixel added first. Now, there's some of you who may also want to track conversions, and there's two options for this. I'm going to go over both, and you might have to watch this video a couple different times because there are a few details to go over here. Option one is to use Facebook standard events. They'll give you 9, and these track different types of events. Most of you will probably only be using the lead option. So anybody that goes to your thank you pages, for example, you would add a specific code parameter here to track the person as a lead. What I would do is I would copy my entire pixel, tracking pixel, and I'd go to that specific page. Let's say this is my thank you page. I'm going to insert this in my header section for that page. Next, I'm going to grab the parameter for my standard event. You can do one or multiple. And I'm going to copy and paste that below the page view semicolon and before the end script tag, as you see here. It's important that it comes after page view, but before the end script tag. And you can insert as many different parameters as you like there that they give you. But I'm just going to track leads, and as they come to this thank you page, they'll then be tracked as a lead. That's option one. Option two is to use the custom conversions option, and this is more customizable, which is nice, and you don't have to add any additional code to your site. You just do everything on Facebook's end. The downside to this, what I consider to be pretty major, is you can only create 20 total, and they cannot be edited or deleted once you create them. So you need to be very careful when creating these and very intentional. Hopefully Facebook changes that in the future, but as of this recording, that's the way that they have it set up. So what I'm going to do is create a custom conversion, and I have 3 options. I can track it as an event, which is just kind of what I showed you there, except all you need to do is select your option from the drop-down menu, give it a category, which would be the same as the event in this instance, click next, and follow the rest of the steps. Make sure you name each of these something that's easy to track for each of them so you have a good indication of what is what. The other 2 options that you can use are URL contains. When using this, a nice feature would be, let's say that all my buyer pages, all my buyer landing pages, I wanted to track those people that came to the opt-in page. I can add a specific code to the end of all my URLs that only I realize what it means. So FBBL in this case means Facebook buyer lead. And for all my buyer opt-in pages, I would add this to the URL, and then I could just paste that right in there. So anytime someone lands on a page with that on it, they'll be tagged as a buyer lead viewing my opt-in page. Then I could just mark them as viewing content since they're not a lead yet, add any other keywords I'd want. If there's more than one tracking code I have, click next and take the rest of the steps there. Another option you have is to use URL equals. This is a little easier because you just have to grab the URL for the page and paste in your pages here. Now the downside is if you add any additional buyer landing pages in the future, you have to go ahead and create a brand new custom conversion pixel, which is why I like using the contains, because that way that covers over any future pages I create. This can be useful though, for example, for a thank you page, because a lot of your buyer leads will probably end up going to the same thank you page, or just maybe a small handful. So you can just paste all those different pages in there, knowing that anybody that lands on those is a buyer lead, and then you could mark them as a lead category and click next. And that way you can separate buyer leads versus seller leads, or different types of buyer leads, like maybe you have new construction leads and foreclosure leads, and you want to separate the two. Using the custom conversion will allow you to do that because you can indicate via the different parameter, either the URL contains or the URL equals, as I showed you here. So those are your options. I know it's a lot, so you may need to watch this video a few times. If you need extra help, just reach out to us at support if you're a pro member, or you can comment, like, and share on this. I'll probably have this on a blog post for you. We're happy to get back to you and help you any way we can.